Let's take a look at what's happening away from our borders, and at least 20 people have died in the recent wave of violence in Phoenix, which has become a flashpoint between black South Africans and counterparts of Indian origin. A 31-year-old man who was killed in the nearby town of Phoenix has been buried in Durban, with his death bringing to the fore the racial undertones in the South African protests.
Loud sobs drowned out digits sounding from speakers as a flower-covered coffin arrived for a funeral service in South African township where locals of Indian descent clashed with black counterparts during recent riots. The coffin carried the remains of Jabulo Dlamini, a 31-year-old father of 11, who was killed in the adjacent town of Phoenix on July 12th, allegedly by a group of people manning a roadblock. His sister, Linda, said the black taxi driver was shot dead in Phoenix by people standing gun against looters.
They start beating him harder and harder. He woke up and ran. When he was trying to run, because he noticed that he was being attacked, he was shot in the head and then he fell. After that, they continued to beat him. He's got so many scars, even in the head.
By the time police intervened, the attackers were preparing to set Dlamini and other severely injured friend on fire. The pair was rushed to hospital where Dlamini was pronounced dead. His siblings struggled to recover the body, barred by armed groups patrolling roads into the town. In Phoenix, the protest led to allegations of racism after at least 20 blacks were reported dead last week.
The situation was very bad there. They were killing just everyone. Everywhere. They had axes in their head. They told us as we approached Phoenix, go back, go back, go back.
If we don't stop it now, it's going to exacerbate as racism. And that is what we do not want to see happening here. If we don't stand up and keep quiet, yes, we are going to see racism coming up in a very serious way. You must remember that the Indian and the African people, we have always lived together for a very long time. There is no need for us to be fighting.
The ones that actually murdered, the ones that torched vehicles, need to be brought to books. Justice needs to take place. But you cannot brand all Indians are racist.
Religious leaders, however, say that only arrest and prosecution would quench the anger of the people.